Welcome to another episode of the Talking Shop podcast. Have we got an episode in store for you today? That just sounded good to say, but
That did sound
I'm
good.
Josh from Grand Slam. We got Michael, we got Jacob, got the full crew, the full Talking Shop podcast crew with you today to talk some shop. How we doing, boys?
Looks like I've got some bandwidth today.
We can see clearly. We don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing yet.
It's probably a bad thing, but the dial-up modem is working. We're good.
You know what? Funny you mentioned that. AOL just announced they're shutting down dial-up. Like last week they announced it.
Wait, hold on.
That's serious. It's done at the end of September.
They're like, Michael's our last customer. We're turning off.
Nope. I've got plenty of those little discs to put in the disk drives. For you kids out there, that's how you used to get on the internet. Is AOL would send you this little disc. Gosh, I bet a sealed one of those, graded, probably go for something, right?
Is that the next? It's always figuring out how to get in with the next thing that you want, like video games and shoes and cards and maybe
AOL disc.
Maybe it's
AOL disc. We'll see.
So, what is on tab for today's episode?
All right. Well, for today's episode, we're going to start with one of these strangest crossover moments in hobby history. An NFL quarterback's name somehow shows up on a Pokemon card, and no one knows quite how it happened. Then we got a love story with a twist, a couple collecting every single card number to their wedding day. In hobby news, we'll talk about Russell Wilson's frosty WWE reception, Jelly Roll's first ever trading card, and Deion Sanders turning college football recruiting into a collectible chase. Plus, we'll break down the Green Day Garbage Pail Kids collab, the first Topps Chrome boxing set since 1951, and the latest in hobby innovation with Mint Case G1 grading and HeyStack cards. As usual, we will tell you what's new in the shop, and of course, we'll wrap things up with a crazy stat of the week. So, our first story, like we said, is about the Pokemon and NFL crossover.
So let me just chime in here.
I didn't quite understand when y'all put this in the chat. I wouldn't know kind of what was going on, but what's some context?
It looks like Tua's name is stamped on this card. Now, I have no idea. I had no idea that these things are that football cards and Pokemon cards are being manufactured in the same facility. That's the only way this happens, right? That there was a bit of ink left over from some card and it got impressed on just this one. There's got to be more of these, just not just one.
Yeah, is this guaranteed that this picture is taken from the facility or no, this wouldn't be. This would just be a customer or someone that got the card and found and saw that print on there. So there could be
there's others.
Situation. I'm saying there's other situations where this could have. What if the customer had that card, those cards together, and your mom sat on them, and then all of a sudden it the hypothetical your mom, not your mom, but the hypothetical your mom.
My mom knows better. She knows better than to sit on
never
cards.
Sit on cards.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought this was. I mean, is this one of those error cards that is funny but not collectible, or is this? I mean, I guess if Tua goes on to not have another concussion and win the Super Bowl one day, does this become collectible, or is this just a thing? This is cool, whatever.
It's probably a thing. It belongs in Jarrett's collection. Rest in peace, Jarrett, our lovable friend. But he loved miscuts. He had a binder of miscuts and misprints, and it was Pokemon stuff. But this would be perfect in his collection. Tua's name printed on it. Yeah, so I'm afraid it's probably not mean much, but it is interesting to wonder. Surely these cards aren't produced in the same spot, right?
That's the only way this would happen. If this is pack pulled, the only way this happens is if there's some remnants of a card, and I don't know football product well enough to be able to tell what this is off of, like if this is off of Score or this is off of Prism or whatever, what SKU it is. But
So
Yeah.
that's the only way.
it happened on another Pokemon card.
Oh,
I just looked it up.
breaking news.
Super sleuth.
Same name?
Blake Corum.
Like Quorum
So
is
these are out there.
interesting.
So
I think it's fun.
if it's out there, does it make it more collectible?
The misprints and the miscuts are always so subjective when it comes to value. I think it's something pretty cool because like anybody can get not anybody, but like it's not incredibly hard to get out of 99 or something like that. But like this is something that feels truly unique, like a one of one without being a one of one. These are always cool to me.
If it says if my Pokemon card had a Riley Reed name on it, I'd care. Who's Riley Reed? Should I know this?
No,
you should not know this.
Oh, okay. Was it probably good that I don't know it then? I'm judging by the crickets in the room that it's. All right. Well,
We probably need to move on to the.
what about this? I do know
Jacob,
this. Hold up.
Jacob,
I need
pull
the
yourself
Lamar
together. Pull
Blastoise
yourself together.
Jackson card. That is funny. Lamar Blastoise Jackson. I like it. Yeah, I don't think there's any value here, but it is interesting. I would like to know.
There's a couple. Wasn't there a kicker in the NFL that collected Pokemon? Like he got into the hobby a couple years ago. He was a kicker, and he was making a pretty big splash. Obviously, he was flexing his NFL salary. But guys in the chat, remind me who this kicker was that was collecting Pokemon. But
y'all do that. I'm going to Google Riley Reed.
No, do not have that in your search history. Please.
I don't even have a quit.
Well, moving on to the next story.
Yes, thank you. Holy cow.
I said this
I just like reading the comments. I like reading the comments. I fell into that one, unfortunately.
I sent this in the group
all
chat
over that one. Yes, this is cool.
about a couple collecting the numbered parallels from their wedding day. So apparently, what was it? July 18th. It's a little blurry. And then it's out of 2025. I don't know Josh, what product would this be?
Base tops.
Okay.
Yes. Tops.
So, I mean, that's pretty cool. It's
all of them. It's all the flagship, right? It's going to be Series 1, Series 2, and Update. We'll have, this is the gold parallel, I believe, that are numbered out of the year.
It's going to be interesting when they divorce. Do they split them down the middle evenly, or do they collect?
Shot, guys, got a 50-50 shot. I thought this was an interesting way to collect, and in the chat, I was just like, "This is how you get an unlimited card budget, guys. This is genius." And then when they've got, but I mean. So they get married, they'll have kids. So he's only collecting from 2025 on. It's not going to matter unless he starts collecting her birthday, which is not going to matter because I don't think Top started. When did Top start doing the gold parallel? It was like, it couldn't be like maybe 2015, 2014. So
I hope she's not 10. But like this has to be incredibly hard to actually like obviously you can put it into eBay, but like this has got to be hard to kind of track down.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you would. It would be actually. It wouldn't be that hard to track down the numbered to 2025 stuff because every card in the set has one. But the numbered 7 18 of 2025.
That's what
would
makes
be
it a
This is
challenge.
like tracking down a one of each person.
He's
Yes.
he's an idiot though, to Michael's point, because I'd say, honey,
I
I'm
never
collect-
said he was an idiot.
Well, I'm
When
gonna.
did
I'm
I
gonna
say he was an idiot?
is. I'll say he is, implied based on your logic of why didn't he say, I'm gonna collect one of ones, honey, because you're a one of one, and so every one of one I buy is gonna remind me of you. Then he'd be able to pick up some valuable cards.
Have you seen
I am
card
sure.
prices?
I am sure
He looks like he makes a good living.
if he's
Not that good.
chasing this and opening product to get it, he's going to be getting some 101s just on sheer volume.
Ooh.
But this is cool. I mean, it takes all types, right? We've seen people collect different ways. We saw a few episodes. We saw a guy that collected cards where the green monster was in the background. I thought that was super cool. This to pay homage to his bride in his collecting. Pretty cool. But this one's going to be tough, dude.
Like you said, this would be cool to do with like your kids' birthdays or something
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like, I don't want to say the kid's birthday would be a little better because it's lower chance of it going south than a marriage, but like it's still pretty cool regardless.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not my cup of tea, but God bless.
Hey, Josh is about to jump into new in the shop. Jacob, can you find out real quick when Topps started numbering the gold parallel? Can you find that? And then Josh, what's new in the shop, man?
I know it's at least 2018 because someone had one in the shop the other day. So it's at least 2018, and I'm sure before, but new in the shop while Jacob does that. So an unusual release date of Tuesday, tomorrow, but for a good product. 2025 Topps Finest Baseball launches tomorrow, the 12th.
That is
really
odd.
weird.
Why do you think, Josh, real quick, why do you think is it just where you think that they maybe had it on the schedule for last week and missed, or they don't want two big releases? Like what's happening Wednesday? If Topps Finest Baseball drops tomorrow, what's happening Wednesday and Friday?
So Wednesday and Friday, not much, but Finest Basketball is Thursday. So they're doing that Thursday. I can't wrap my head around why they've pinned down Tuesdays and Thursdays for some periodic releases, but other than they don't want Finest Basketball and Finest Baseball launching on the same day. Yeah. And so push one and pull one, maybe. That's my only guess. But so I'll give you the full rundown. So Finest Baseball tomorrow, Finest Basketball, Hobby and Breakers Delight Thursday. We'll have both, and the price on those is really reasonable on the basketball. It's unlicensed, but it's really reasonable. And if you look at the checklist for autograph potential, it's really big. So National Treasures Basketball is Friday, which is a big one. Even with a soft rookie class, this is 24-25. Even with a soft rookie class, that's a big product. Oh, yeah. The logo man chasing is the big deal there. So, and then for our Star Wars fans, don't kill the messenger. Jacob, I'm sorry. I didn't get offered any. We were talking, I don't know how Topps chooses who gets offered and who doesn't. I buy almost everything they offer me, so I don't know why I would not get offered, but you can buy it elsewhere, and I won't be offended. Topps Chrome Star Wars is this Friday.
Oh, not Galaxy, but Topps Chrome.
Just regular Topps Chrome. They'll do Hobby boxes and Breakers Delight boxes on Friday. So, or what's the 20th? Oh, so next week is a couple other new ones. So whatever the 20th is that's next week. So we got ahead of ourselves there.
Well, right? Hopefully you get Galaxy. I think that's later in the
year. I got it last time. So right, I think I did. Yep. So, but this week is all about Finest Baseball, Finest Basketball.
There's a cool parallel in Finest. I think it's called Breakthrough, to where it looks like they're breaking through a wall. That's a cool looking insert.
Yeah. So. And I don't know, like last week we had the Topps 2025 complete sets. It's kind of a boring release, but There's a lot of people out there that like to buy those complete sets and just tuck them away. So those are in the shop. Yeah.
And a new break that just dropped.
And we have a break. If you see the ticker down below, there's a little rundown of it. Jacob will throw a picture up for us. So it's 2 hobby boxes of the fairly recent released Topps Chrome. It's only $20 a spot. It's filling as we speak. Someone just grabbed a couple spots a little bit ago. So we'll break that.
That is going quick, guys.
You don't do many breaks, but when you do, they're like
boom,
bottom dollar.
They're
really cheap to do.
Yeah, I mean, $20. That's like what, half the price of a blaster almost.
Yep. For
some hobby. And
nearly half of them have sold. And you posted this like 20 minutes before we went live.
Yeah. So I could have done 3 boxes, 4 boxes, and got the price up there. My theory behind this is we'll do 2 boxes at a cheap price, fill it fast, and then maybe pop 2 more up there, and we can work through them that way. I'm not opposed to doing 4, 5, 6 boxes. The price per gets heavier, and so I want people that are like, I'll throw $20 in there and give it a shot.
You make it pretty clear that you prioritize your foot traffic over online sales.
Yeah. This is a product I have enough I can do. I can take care of the store and the break page at the same time if we need to. Oh, and then just a hint, if you are a Whatnot break, you'd like to break on Whatnot as a customer. We've teased this. We're slowly getting there. We're dusting off the Whatnot account, and we should be going live on Whatnot pretty regularly pretty soon. So
is that going to be you, Josh? Are we going to be seeing your hands and your voice?
Periodically, but not for the bulk of it. We have someone else that's going to handle that, but I'll definitely be involved. And you.
And you can put those brake masks to good use.
Yeah.
We put them to good use at the shop for sure all the time, but I'll have to hit you up at some point. We got to order some more.
All right. Well, here is a word from our sponsor.
Are you looking to get your cards graded? Well, here at Grand Slam, we've simplified the process of submitting and getting a card graded. All you have to do is drop off your cards and kick your feet up, while our transparent tracking ensures that you are up to date with every detail along the way. When you log into our website, you'll immediately be greeted with each card in the grading process, along with where it's at in the process and its final grade. And with over 1,000 submissions and some of the top cards across the country being submitted through us, we have become a well-trusted source to handle and submit your cards. So you can do more collecting and leave the chore of grading to us. So don't sit on grading your cards. Get them submitted today at Grand Slam, where grading's made easy.
All right, so our next story is a little bit of wrestling related, Josh. We're sneaking them in there lately. I don't know if the fans can pick up on that. But Michael's golden boy, Russell Wilson, got booed out of MetLife Stadium the 10 seconds they showed him on the screen.
How the mighty have fallen.
He's not very well liked.
I don't know what happened to this dude. He wins the Super Bowl. He's literally, and Josh, you and I can go round and round on this. He's 1.5 yards from winning a second Super Bowl. And what happened? I've got my theories, but I didn't see this. Did you guys see this live? And were you guys sort of eye rolling and saying, yep, that's about right?
I mean, yeah, it's kind of par for the course with him now. I mean, my theory is he was on top of the world, but he was also on a team that America didn't like very much, with a coach that rubbed everybody except for Seahawks fans the wrong way. I didn't like him for those reasons, and he was really good. And every time the Patriots played him, it was like, oh, this dude, he's like a bug you can't squash. You know, he just always slips out. He was good. And when you struggle, but you still carry yourself, he carries himself like he's the best quarterback around. When you are not good and you carry yourself that way, I think it just adds fuel to the fire. That's my...
Well, a lot of them seem to do that, and they don't seem to get the hate that Russell Wilson gets.
I honestly don't understand. Here's my theory. I think I think he got caught up in the wake of his wife being a celebrity. And then he started wanting to be a celebrity more than a football player. And then he does whatever he says never hits anymore. It's like disingenuous and no one takes him seriously. And it's sad because I think for the most part, he's being authentic, but it just doesn't hit. And now he's just cringy. And I don't understand because I really do think he's a good quarterback. But we'll see. We'll see. I think he's going to be just running for his life the whole time in New York. And no one can play quarterback doing that. But yeah.
Two side notes. His uncle used to be in the recycling business, so I've done business with his uncle, and I have a signed jacket, I believe, from when he won his first Super Bowl, when like the Seahawks were on that like big hype.
Yeah,
that. And I know Fanatics gets a lot of hate, but when they kind of absorbed WWE under their brand, they started doing these team belts for all major sports.
That's pretty cool,
and they are everywhere at these events, and they're like $600 or $700. Like they're not cheap at all.
They just hand him one to hold up on the screen.
But like the fans have them as much as they have the wrestling titles. It's pretty insane.
Well, when I go on
a
love for wrestling together.
Yeah, I go on a golfing trip every year, and we have this little bitty trophy, and I priced out one of these belts to have for that event to where we could like engrave the winner on. These are not cheap, guys. These like championship belts that you can get instead of like a trophy, not cheap. Especially if you get them. Yeah, you customize them. Pretty cool though.
Yeah, they got NFL, NBA, they got NHL, MLB, college titles, European football. They got a lot going on.
Yeah, I wouldn't spend $550 on one, but more power to you.
Yeah. Well, as far as the hobby is concerned, who's collecting Russell Wilson now, other than his family?
They got to win the division. For him to be, he's got to have a great year, and they win the division. I think that'd bring his stuff back to life.
I hope so, man. He was so good for so long. He wasn't that bad in Pittsburgh. It's just, the fan base is just, they've turned their backs on him. I don't know. Rooting for you, Russell. Rooting for you.
Well, from one SummerSlam story to the next, Jelly Roll is getting his first autograph card from Topps now.
Okay, educate me, guys. So, this guy he's a singer?
Yes, he's a country singer.
Oh, he's a country singer.
Yes.
You don't know who Jelly Roll is?
He has the same tattoo artist as Post Malone, apparently.
Yes.
And
the Prison Tat Special.
And he made his debut. Did he get tossed around, or is he a good guy, or is he a heel?
Oh, he's a celebrity. They're all good guys when they get in here.
Good terminology. Is that Michael. A thing? Is that a thing? So if you're like a guest, you're always going to be a good guy. You're never going to be a heel. As a guest.
No, not always.
It depends. When Logan Paul first showed up, he was not the good guy.
Yeah.
Why? Well, plus Travis Scott and all these others. Just depends on who they're debuting with.
That's true. He was tag teaming with Randy Orton, who's been a legend, but pretty much since he started.
How did this guy do?
He did pretty good. He actually got what was it? They put him on the announce table. Logan Paul got up on the top rope and jumped off, hit him with a dive, and put him through the announce table, and he kind of lay there the rest of the match. But he actually, what was it? He moved down to Orlando for 3 months, broke like a couple fingers his first day of training, and still showed up every day to train every single day for 3 months straight. So it's kind of hard to knock him.
This guy got everybody that does this gets in shape for it. They have to do the training.
No, it seems to be the last couple of years they have like the celebrities that they bring in besides the Travis Scott crap. They take it pretty serious. Like everybody laughed at Bad Bunny when he came in, like the best-selling Latin artist of all time. And he was jumping off the top. He was doing front flips. He was getting hit with weapons. So like he was doing it all. And it was kind of to the point. It's like it's kind of hard to knock him. Yeah, he's a celebrity. He's taking up a spot from somebody else, but he's clearly taking this serious and not just some payday because he doesn't need a payday.
Right.
Yeah. Well, if they bring these celebrities in to actually wrestle in a match, they're going to spend some time with them, training them how to take some bumps and do some moves and things. If it's a celebrity that's just coming in there to talk on the mic and, slap someone across the face and run, then they're not going to. But he legit worked a tag team match with Randy Orton and Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. So while it was somewhat cringy in its own right because he's not a wrestler, for his size, because he's overweight, and his lack of experience, he did pretty good.
Is he a big guy?
He's like 300 something pounds. He just lost 200 pounds.
All right.
How do you not know who Jelly Roll is? He was on American Idol all year. He's a top selling artist. I mean, you knew the first name I name dropped earlier, but you don't know Jelly Roll. Shame on you.
I did.
Well, while Michael thinks about that one, Josh, I was talking about this with some of my wrestling friends. It's funny how 3 or 4 years ago, Logan Paul was the celebrity wrestler, and now he's being trusted enough in a match to be in there with a celebrity. So it's as much as the world hates Logan Paul, he gets the whole wrestling thing, and he gets it pretty well.
Yeah, and he leans into being hated. That's why.
Of course.
Did you guys speak, since this is a Talking Shop podcast, did you see him with Ken Golden opening product? They were opening. It was really cringy. These are two of the least liked guys out there, and they had some pretty cringy interactions opening high-end older product and pulling big cards.
Yeah, I do not remember this.
Yeah, Ken Golden, Logan Paul were opening up product at Golden.
I saw that. And Ken pulled the Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Dr. J rookie. Yeah. I
thought you were talking about Jelly Roll and Ken Golden at first. I was all kinds of lost.
No. And then they posted a Logan Paul, Ken Golden promo picture together, and they're back to back with sleeveless shirts on, and Ken Golden has his hat backwards, and I'm praying it's satire because it was one of the cringiest things I've ever seen.
Yikes. Well, back to this card.
Yeah,
have that in your search history. So is this collectible? This is trying to transcend the music industry and the wrestling industry or the wrestling world. So is there a demand for this? What's the over under on the
I think there is.
run on this?
You see the demand for Pop's entry in the shop, Josh.
Yeah, there's a demand for it because of how big he is as an artist, and the fact he didn't just come out on one Monday Night Raw. You have when they're in Indianapolis, they'll have Halliburton come out and do a 5-minute little spot with another wrestler. This was full on tag team SummerSlam match. He's a huge artist. I think there is some crossover for sure.
I'm going to see if I can pull up the print run on this just to see how it did.
Yeah, it should have already closed, right? This was August 4th, so
I like when Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre were talking trash because they're the bad guys. They were calling him Smelly Hole instead of Jelly Roll. To his face, they were calling him Smelly Hole.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it is not showing the print run, unfortunately.
It'll be interesting to see what happens when this.
We'll bring that back up next week. I'll keep it pulled up.
Yeah. Speaking of that, did you find out when they started the gold?
Okay, so quick search, and it was either watch a YouTube video, read someone's college thesis, or Reddit. I saw 2001.
Wow. Okay.
I heard that they did it for 3 years in the 90s, but it was a non-stamped, numbered, so you kind of can't roll with that.
Right.
I saw 2001.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think Pujols, I think we even sold one recently. We had gotten a Pujols rookie that was numbered to that year. It sold for $900.
Yeah. Yeah.
Numbered Pujols rookie. So, yeah, I forgot all about that. So it has been going on.
There you go.
Not bad.
Well done. You read it?
I know. All of my kids are in play then. There we go. Start looking for it.
All right, Michael, I'm going to let you take the lead on this next one with this Deion Sanders story.
So this is a post from Fanatics Collect. The University of Colorado just found a new way to grab recruits' attention, and it's not with another letter in the mail. Instead, each prospect is getting a custom one-of-one trading card made just for them, their name, photo, the uniform, a bold 101. It's classic Deion Sanders, blending football and personality, blah, 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 blah. Thoughts on this, guys? Can you scroll through this? I think it shows.
I like it.
So this is, I don't know who this is, but yeah, so they're getting a one-of-one, and it looks like, what are those other cards? Those look like legitimate like cards, right?
Okay, and that's a generic made to look like PSA slab, so it's not actually.
It's not a PSA slab. But are those other custom cards or are those cards? Like, I can't tell.
There's Marshall Falk.
There's Deion. It looks like actual cards.
Those look like actual cards. And then there's the offer letter.
It's pretty cool.
What about this? When let's pretend that one of these guys goes there, ends up going pro, becomes a superstar, which isn't out of the realm of possibility pretty easily. That would be a really cool piece of memorabilia to sell if they ever wanted to. I mean, I would imagine they'll keep it. It's part of their college offer, but that'd be pretty cool if you could get like Josh Allen's college offer letter. That's cool, but in the form of a card that went with it, that's even cooler because you're going to grab some card collector eyes.
And this is to tie back to a discussion we had a couple weeks ago, right? About PSA and why they have the market share they do. Clearly, they're not copying another slab here, another design slab. They're not. This isn't CGC. This isn't Beckett. They're copying PSA's design with the red border and the text.
So much so that if it's blurry, you can't tell that's not a PSA card.
Tell. Yeah.
Now, what's the difference in this? And like my buddy makes his son like baseball cards for his birthday every year and hands them out to the family that shows up.
No different.
Okay.
Like he orders them from Tops. You could do that. You can send in.
Well, he does that, but you can also like I have sitting on my desk. I made cards for a YouTube channel to have done for them so they could give it to their people, and it's like there's no difference. I mean, the presentation is top notch. It's awesome.
Yeah, and like at the Columbia show, Tag was there, and they were not taking submissions, but they were doing custom cards. You could have your own custom card made and have it slabbed by Tag. But I also think that binder, the sheets with the other cards all look like custom cards as well. Okay. I don't think none of those were real cards because one of them had that kind of gold-looking 101 border, like it was branded, and I didn't recognize it. And it was the Deion card. And if you go back, watch the top left Deion card once he moves the page. See, it's hard there to tell if there's any logos, but those don't look like. Oh, there is a Falcon logo up there.
Yeah,
at the top
right. Yeah, but some of those are legit, I think.
Okay,
but even then, it wouldn't matter because it's not like they're distributing.
No, but my point is that they took the time to find some legitimate football cards to send them in sleeves or in pages.
Oh, so I thought that was so those look like
those are real.
Yeah, those are legit cards. Yeah, those are legit.
Those are legit.
My bad.
So somebody in their marketing department or their recruiting department has enough wherewithal to get some legit cards, put them in some pages, and make this sort of fairy tale that he's got a 101 out there. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just a 1-of-1. It's just a college offer in the form of a 1-of-1 card to grab attention. I like it. Congrats, Farmer Sanders, for doing the right thing there.
Guys, in the comments, it'd be interesting to see what people think about this. In the comments, let us know. What do you guys think of this? Is this hokey from Farmer Sanders there, or is this something to where if you were a prospect, this would nudge you in the right direction? Certainly, they're flexing the ability to market you and get you some attention, which is what everybody's fighting for. So I don't know. We'll see.
What round did his son go in again?
Like the third round or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then
I wanted to bring that up when Michael
debut.
mentioned the marketing.
What's that?
When you mentioned marketing, that's the first thing that popped in my head.
Yeah. Yeah. But he did. He had a good debut. He looked good.
We always talk about like collabs and stuff on the podcast, and Garbage Pail Kids and Green Day are teaming up for a release coming out.
Yeah. So Garbage Pail Kids, they've done a battle of the bands before. This was about 3 or 4 years ago. They had a battle of the bands release, and so they have like a play on words for all types of bands like Kiss and Led Zeppelin. Josh, you and I are close to the same age. Were you a Green Day guy?
My brother was. I was not. But until this day, I didn't realize Liam Neeson was in Green Day. Isn't that him on the right there? What's funny is
he will find you.
all these, and we will play a concert for you.
Right.
It's funny to me, just all these guys that were in the 90s they were cool rock bands are now like all in their 50s and 60s, and they're just hanging on to their youth desperately.
I don't know, man. I ran into a clip on YouTube of Metallica playing at Virginia Tech. I wish I had it teed up.
That's Metallica, though. I mean,
Metallica.
I just mean by their physical appearance. I mean, their music playing is probably still great in Metallica.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. They're old AF, but it is clear that they're old dudes trying to rock it out. But
I mean, if you want to cringe hard, go look up the Goo Goo Dolls, the lead singer of the Goo Goo Dolls. It looks like
dude's a walking commercial for Botox, unfortunately,
and fake hair and everything. Yeah, it's bad. But
I got a Goo Goo Dolls signed guitar back there.
I love the Goo Goo Dolls. I just flinched when I saw them on a TV show the other day. I was like, oh boy.
It's definitely a jump scare.
But I like this.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on this? I love this.
Oh,
That's a perfect product to collab
yeah.
with, to do funny collab, cool collab stuff with. Yeah. Garbage Pail Kids is perfect.
The Garbage Pail stuff doesn't do it much for me, but these look pretty awesome here.
Oh yeah. Those are tough pulls. Yeah. Oh, obviously. 101.
Oh, for sure. Those are pretty neat.
And Josh, will you get this? Will when this comes across the
if
inbox?
It comes across the allocation for Grand Slam, I for sure would dabble in this.
Awesome. Count me
Speaking of possible allocations for Grand Slam, Josh, we talked about this a little bit in the pregame. And you got a little bit of buzz going around in the shop, it seems like, for Topps Chrome boxing.
This would do well. I have a couple people that are in for it as customers. If I can get it, I'm going to pray that Topps offers me some.
I wanted to pull up Blowout's website so we could look at some of the card designs. What was it? Their first card set since 1951?
1951.
Now, Michael, did you pick that up when you were younger? Or was that a little early?
Damn. What the heck, dude?
Aren't I older than Michael?
No.
I'm not?
No.
You sure? What year were you born?
Apparently before 1950.
You'd have been a teenager then.
But the card designs look pretty cool.
Yes, they do.
We got some pretty good names, too, we were talking about earlier. Floyd Mayweather, obviously. They couldn't really make the set without him.
No.
But, and this comes out supposedly September 5th. And then there's the controversy pick. Jake Paul is making his official debut.
I like the rookie card logos. They look clever and cool.
Yeah, that is a nice touch. And then here's some of the inserts.
What
do you guys think?
Inserts.
I mean, all of these are going to look great. They're showing all the 1-on-1s, so they're pretty sweet.
How about the dual auto with Sugar Ray Leonard?
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
See, that's cool. Because they had some battles, right? So there's some historical callbacks there. There's the big one right there.
Mike Tyson out of 5.
Mike Tyson auto. Yep.
Yeah.
The autograph list in here is tremendous. And, there's a reason why boxing, all their pay-per-views still do huge numbers. There's something about watching two guys beat the crap out of each other, right? So
that is true. Well, not boxing, but I saw was it this morning or last night? UFC signed a deal where now I believe it's Paramount. All of their pay-per-views are now going to be included in the streaming service price.
Paramount Plus,
which is pretty giant because the UFC pay-per-views are expensive.
Yeah.
But we'll look through a couple more of these. It'll
be interesting to see. I mean, Josh, you could probably chime in on this. You've gotten some UFC product. I'm guessing it doesn't fly off the shelves like mainstream stuff, or does it?
It does, only because they don't do 1,000 products a year like the other sports, and the guys that are into it and they want to buy it. So yeah, I think if I had as much UFC as I had the other sports, we wouldn't sell it as much, but it really does sell well. This would sell well based on the guys that are after it would definitely come grab it. So
yeah, these
probably sell out.
I think
in a day.
Yeah, I think the autograph list is going to carry this product. Obviously, Tyson, Mayweather. Up until recently, Ryan Garcia was a huge name. He's taken
Oscar De La Hoya's in it.
De La Hoya's in it. Yep. So it'll be interesting to see how it does. How would you break that product, Josh? Would that have to be a name, or would it have to be a?
I would imagine name. The checklist can't be enormously long. So,
and then I wonder if there's any legends in there. Like, I didn't see it, and I don't know if there's any stickers with any legend. If there's sheets, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of older boxers that are still alive.
Is Foreman still alive?
I think so. Right? No,
he passed last year.
Yeah.
Recently. Oh, yeah.
I mean, Sugar Ray Leonard and Thomas Hearns are legends.
Yeah, I'm almost thinking in that Ali.
Take your time.
Yeah. What? Dang. I'm thinking Ali, Frazier, that era. I don't know how many of those boxers are still alive that still be signing.
They don't live as long as baseball players for obvious reasons, but.
Yes.
Anxious to see how this does though, the single cards, because the only way to get boxing autos beforehand was pretty much through Leaf. So it's if you want a Mike Tyson auto, you can get one, not too bad. But I want to see how an official boxing branded product does, as opposed to the Leaf card. And we all three of us love Leaf, so it's not like we're knocking that. But I want to see how that goes.
I think it'll be a nice increase from the Leaf stuff.
Absolutely.
It was something that would be cool, and I don't even know if they could pull it off. If Leaf had some sticker autos of Muhammad Ali still lingering around, if they could work out a deal to properly bring, that'd be pretty cool. I don't know if that would happen, but anyway, our next story. Michael, you sent this over, I believe. I had not had a chance to watch the video about.
I did. The reason why I dropped this in here is because I feel like Josh, didn't we see this at the National in Chicago?
So remember Rare does I didn't watch this either, but Rare does an NFC, if Rare is still going, but Rare does an NFC, tap your phone, view a video clip.
Go ahead and play this, Jacob. I thought this was super
chip
cool.
On the inside. So crazy. Here, let's take a look at these ones.
Oh, so they're graded.
They're graded. Here, hold that. We got Mike Baker's now is grading them all.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah,
that's heavy. That's sick.
So there's a Kobe Bryant refractor.
I just got in the game yesterday. Bought my first card yesterday.
What was it?
Thank you. I got Barry Sanders rookie,
Oh, nice.
and I got a Walter Payton. That's heavy. That's sick.
Yeah, man, this is how it should be done, right? Why are they making Mantle PSA 10s in 99-cent pieces of plastic?
Yeah.
Shouldn't they be in glass and steel? And so now we can scan these. Check this out.
So
Now
what
you-
does it tell you on the app?
Whatever you want. You want to watch highlights of the player? You want to see a cameo from the
What
player?
company is
you
this?
want
This
to
is-
have it as
this
a ticket
isn't,
to get into an event?
Rare?
I want to say
Sounds-
it says Mint M1NT case
I wonder if it's.
that they
Yeah,
purchased.
I mean, that was the exact sales pitch they were giving me at the Rare booth last National. It was like, why are we putting these super valuable cards in cheap pieces of plastic? Why not
Yeah.
put them in glass and metal and protect?
I
them
mean
better?
that first photo there with the Shohei, that looks like an iPhone. That
Yeah.
looks like a straight up phone.
It's very much what Rare felt like. It felt like you were holding a really nice premium
Yeah.
phone. Why this hasn't become more of the standard in the hobby, like these really nice heavy duty.
I mean, so practically speaking, it would double your shipping costs if you're shipping these,
Sure.
like 10 of these, right?
Yeah.
So transporting these, I think it would end up being prohibitive at scale. Like
Yeah, I
100 of
think-
these would be tough.
yeah, it's aimed at high end stuff.
Right.
Uh,
I like it.
I've noticed
So
a
what
big
was
move
so
in
what
the
was
collectible
as
space.
as a card shop owner, what was Pure's pitch to you?
Rare.
Rare, what was their pitch to you that you could? Did they pitch you? Did they give you an offer to send some cards? their
No,
way?
it was just the sales pitch on why grade with them type of
Okay.
thing, and it was the same way. The technology, the NFC, technology where you can tap the, and it was like, well, what happens when you scan the card or tap the card? What pulls up? Whatever you want it to. You want it to pull up a link. You want it to pull up a highlight reel of the player's highlights. You want to pull up a video of the card getting pulled out of a pack online, that exact card. You can do all sorts of stuff like that. And then it was why put your valuable cards in these cheap pieces of plastic for protection? Why not use, really strong glass? And
What's the most you would pay as a premium to put a card? Let's just say it's one of your higher end Brady's, right?
yeah, I would think, $40 or $50. That's kind of what those grading companies
We're
when they
at- But we're at 40 and 50, right? For that card plus an upcharge from PSA, right?
Sure. Yeah,
So
but you get the PSA reputation behind it for resale purposes. If I'm going to
Okay.
give up that and put it in
you're not gonna pay much more than that then. to put
yeah,
it-
and like
they
you said,
release
it
their
just by the
pricing?
time you want to do 10 cards, it's
yeah.
$500, $600, $700 if it's
And then
any
do you
higher.
have this? Do you have the same issue with the phone? You drop it on the corner and crack it, and you have to send it back in.
So with Rare, you get that slab premium glass brick but it also comes with a
With a bumper.
removable rubber bumper that comes right off, and you can hand it to someone if you want. A lot of them just keep that bumper on there, but yeah, that is a legit concern. But I equate it to, remember in the 80s, you put your really, really, really nice cards in the big, thick screw down.
Mm-hmm.
This is the modern day version of the big, thick screw down. It's a premium technological piece of glass.
It looks
good,
like
too.
you send it off, and then
And it comes back
make
wrapped.
sure it's centered and floating. That would suck if they did that and it wasn't centered and floating in there. I don't know.
I don't see this being under $100.
Ah,
It's not that hard to put the chip in there and to program the chip if you know what you're doing. You can do that fairly cheap. The thing for me is if they're marketing it as a very durable, what was it, acrylic case that they were saying?
no, it's glass and metal.
Glass and metal. So I don't see this being under $100. So this is going to have to be a heavy hit. I mean, obviously they're going to show these 3 cards to market themselves, of course, but there's no mention of pricing on the website. I was scrolling through it and it's just join the wait list pretty much.
And is that they're just showing this for art purposes the change of colors, or is this like an iridescent refractor type surface to where
there's no
Looks
real.
like some color choices, but it looks like it also has an iridescent.
yeah.
There's no way they would give you one color only in this. I would
Yeah.
imagine it's a couple different. Well, it looks like maybe those three, but
I will say this: I do like the name going down the side. Something
That is
different.
kinda cool. That is cool.
yeah, that looks laser etched. I like it.
If you had these like displayed book style, you would be like, that one. Which I don't know if you would do.
I'll read this one today.
Pretty much. But like I said, I just want to go to the website, check it out a little bit more. Well, we got some
Throw 'em in a
more
box.
hobby.
When you take them to a trade night or something, you open it up, and then there's the names of the cards along the top, and then you pull out the one you want to show. That's cool.
You got to get one of your Kaboom boxes and put a little light in it and
There you go.
open it up that way. We got some more hobby technology Michael shared with the chat from HeyStack's Cards.
Yeah, this one I saw, and then after I posted it to the group and threw it in the show notes, I was like, is this just a fancy light box? Is that all we're doing here? So go ahead and play the video.
Device designed and built exclusively for capturing high quality images of trading cards. There's nothing else like it in the marketplace.
What it is?
We are utilizing what I've learned over my career to attack the problems of today. And the biggest problem that the consumer, the collector has is they all have stacks of cards sitting on their desk next to their computer. And they're like, what the hell am I going to do with these things? I don't have the time to list them. And this is what this product was born out of. And that's why it's called HeyStack. This is the first device.
All the things you hate about a regular light box. It's hard to get cards in and out. There's glare issues. You've got the stand in the way. That kind of eliminates all this. So your phone goes right on top. This is actually magnetic. So you can fit a bunch of different phone types. I have different iPhones, different Androids. We also have a card recognition system. So it goes right into the recognition system. And then you could link your eBay and list straight to eBay. And it's pretty low effort, low work. I mean, it's really seamless front to back. It does all the straightening, all the cropping for you. We've got a graded card in there. We handle graded cards, horizontal, vertical, you name it, chrome. They all work. All the things you hate about a regular.
Yeah, so right here is a magnetic slider. So with, most smartphones right here, turn on your camera and you just slide it around to wherever you get. And then from there, your phone will be connected to Bluetooth on the device. So we have a shutter button right here. Press the shutter button right there. It images, flip back, and it images from there. And so you're doing this through our app. So when you're taking these images, as soon as you take them, they go directly to the stack you just created in order to, catalog those cards and get them ready for list. So right here is a magnetic thing. So you go, after you image, you go right into your stack. You'll have a list of matches.
Like a glorified light box, but does have some additional functionality to it. It's made for the guy that's selling and posting in, shops that are selling and posting online. I like it. Now, I like the comment where he said, they said the biggest problem people have is this stack of cards next to the computer. And the guy in the comments says, no, the biggest problem is spending $600 on a hobby box and getting 6 cards worth $13. That's the
I was about to say that guy. I was like, what is he going to say the biggest problem is? And that came out of his mouth. And I was like, okay, yeah.
Once again, no mention of pricing whatsoever.
Yeah, it's got to be $500 or more, right?
For a light box? Now, I could sit there and just look at that and reverse engineer that pretty quickly.
I mean, I guess people that once we see a price and we see the functionality of it, like, how you guys list not bulk, but a bunch of singles on eBay, and it says it can automatically, I'd like to see that in action before purchase.
Yeah.
Don't you get high res? Don't you get high res images from PSA now when you grade cards?
I mean,
that's true.
Yeah, but they're not linked to an eBay page. Like, it sounds like you link your eBay page to the HeyStack app. You take those pictures inside the HeyStack app, and then it can build that listing for you. Like I think a shop, it's a good investment for a shop that is sitting there listing on eBay. You get that system down properly, I bet it's pretty efficient. And the picture taking and the glares and getting the right I mean, that isn't the biggest.
It does solve for a couple things. There's no mention of pricing. It looked like they have produced some of these, couple pieces of plastic, a magnet. I don't know. How much would you spend on that?
Well, I mean,
a light box right now, a nice light box off of Amazon is what? 35, 40 bucks?
Yeah, I'd pay 100, but if it has the functionality to increase listing cards, then it's worth a lot more for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I wonder if they can implement to where because you can already do like an AI description on eBay anyway. If you can just take the picture, it recognizes what it is, fill out the description, you put the price you want, and then done, and you could have that done in like 20 seconds. I think that'll be a game changer.
Yeah. For graded stuff, there's not much need for a description either. The picture is what it is. If you're shopping for that card, that makes it even easier. But
and going back to the PSA photos that you said, Michael, those, from what I've seen, those seem like they're just kind of scanned on a scanner, and it's, you know how it is, like when you show off a card and you got the lighting the way it's supposed to look, you know, you see it in person, it sells at a whole lot more than a scan.
No, I get it. I see a scenario to where, depending on the cost of this thing, that you're going to get your money back fairly quickly between time and getting a premium for a card that's presented well. I don't know, man. I could just see them trying to sell these things for $250.
I think it's going to be about $5.
Ooh.
Just the way they're trying to market it, you can tell with like the presentation and everything if they're going to try and oversell it or not.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, but what do I know? I don't go to the National.
Me neither. It's only
I still think it's going to be $500.
All right. Guys, if you've made it this far, please do not forget to like, subscribe, comment, leave a review.
If you made it this far, what is wrong with your life? Why don't you have anything? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Josh, before we go, do you have a crazy stat for us?
I do. Jacob's going to throw it up on screen. It's an Ohtani stat. Surprise, surprise. And on a side note, that dude's probably going to go 50-50 again this year, isn't he? Well, he's going to hit 50 home runs. I haven't checked in on his stolen bases, but that's amazing in itself. But I'm starting to become a Shohei believer. But here's the stat. If you're just listening, I'll read it. If you're watching, we can read it together. Since RBIs became an official stat in 1920, Ohtani is the only MLB player to hit a home run, strike out 8+ batters, drive in more runs than he allowed. So he drove in 2 that game and allowed 1, and draw more walks. He walked once and he didn't give up a walk. And they pulled an Angels stat and ended up losing the game anyway. But like poor Mike Trout runs into. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. So Ohtani pitched and hit in this game. He hit a home run right there, hit a home run and struck out 8+ batters. That right there is unbelievable. But then to have more RBIs than runs he gives up and to draw more walks than he gives up as a pitcher, that's crazy. And it says since RBI became official in 1920, you might as well just say the only player ever to do it.
And I'm not smart enough to know how you would extrapolate WAR from this. Like, so Jacob, that's wins above replacement. It's a stat that they use in baseball to show how much better you are than everybody else you're playing against. But it'd be interesting to see what his 1-game WAR is for this game, because he generated runs. He kept runs from happening for the other team. I mean, I'm not smart enough to even speculate on what the WAR is. I guess
it'd be high.
Would probably help. Yeah, but it'd be high. be high.
Pretty impressive, Shohei. Pretty impressive. And if you go 50-50 this year as well, let's do a quick. How many stolen bases does Shohei Ohtani have right now? Oh, iPhone. It says use ChatGPT. As if we can't just Google it. 35. So he's 15 away. And he's like, what, 8 home runs away? He could totally go 50-50 2 years in a row. That's nuts. And he's been pitching a little bit too. Crazy.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow.
Well, don't forget the break down below. Topps Chrome Baseball. If it fills fast before the end of my shift today, I'll break it immediately. If it fills tonight, we'll break it tomorrow, and we'll probably post another one. So
fantastic. Josh, thanks for taking a break out of the shop. Jacob, thank you for producing and pushing the show along. And guys, thanks for listening and watching. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
You boys.